Some of the best water in North America for giant muskellunge occurs in the lower portion of Green Bay, in the general area where the Fox River runs into the bay through the city of Green Bay. Muskies frequent shoreline flats and offshore humps with weed growth, and they roam the water near the river mouth, usually suspended in search of bait fish. Many fish surpassing 50, some up to 56 inches are caught here each season. In-Fisherman editors have sampled this fishing working with Captain Brett Alexander of Alexander Sport Fishing. During midsummer, usually by late July, fish are relating to weed beds on shoals up and down each coast of the bay. The fishing usually extends throughout August. Casting is the name of the game for these fish.
Okay, we're on Green Bay. Brett Alexander, one of my favorite muskie people right here. And we're going to show you the various aspects of this fishery right here. Oh man, what a beautiful fish. I knew she was going to do that.
She's feisty yet.
Yeah, look at that. And just, again, this lateral line. They've got 3 lines of pores on their face where they feel that vibration from those big double 10 blades. And then this lateral line goes all the way down here. And that's a lot of time what seals the deal. I keep telling people, they see it and then they come and they feel it. It's interesting to them and it feels like something they've eaten before. That is a big fish and just beautifully marked.
She's heavy.
Yeah. Doesn't get any better than that, folks. Lower Green Bay, one of the great muskie fisheries for sure, for sure. And casting is a little bit unusual on the bay. We'll talk about that after we put this guy back. Fish is in good shape. Good job. Nicely done, man.
Thank you.
Now let's take a moment just to talk tackle because obviously that's critical to what we're doing. Not the least of which, of course, are the lures. And this is the number 8 right here versus the number 10. So you can see the size difference in the blades. This is the number 8, this is the number 10. This is a bait right here that you can pretty well slow roll or you can really burn it if you want to. And this one, on the other hand, you can do that same thing, but you can never attain the speed that you can with this one.
Yeah, Doug, I like the 10s a lot here on Green Bay. What I've noticed with the 10s is them big 10 blades, I catch bigger fish.
Right.
I do occasionally throw the 8s if the bite gets fussy. Sometimes they like them little 8s burned. And in the spring when the water is cool, then I throw all 8s. But this time of the year, in the hot summer, the 10s are the ticket on Green Bay.
And I think what's happening in many instances, now these don't look like much right here, but they come alive in the water with that marabou. And this is one that really in the water, it looks like something these fish are going to want to eat. So it looks, you know, literally like something. I think the number 10s really don't look like that much that they're going to eat, but they get interested, they see the visual picture, they can't really see the blades, but they feel the thumping again as we were talking with the lateral line, and they just got to sample it.
By September, gizzard shad migrate to the southernmost portion of the bay into the shallow waters just outside the mouth of the Fox River. Later, in October and November, abundant lake whitefish also move into the lower portion of the bay. There's no shortage of forage for these fish. Because the bait fish roam widely, so do the muskies. And it's at this point that trolling becomes the most efficient way to catch fish.
Oh.
Nice going, buddy.
That's a big fatty from Green Bay.
Yeah, you're growing them big here.
Oh yeah, we get some big girls here.
How big is that one?
That one is 48 and a half probably,
Yeah.
49.
Just
It's a big fish.
Just a dandy. You know, we're out here, and most people would say it's early fall, and we're actually trolling for these fish, which may seem early to some people, but not for you, huh?
No, we were just getting these fish last week cast, and shad made a move, and so did the muskies. Now it's trolling
Beautiful.
time.
Beautiful. Let's get that one back.
Right.
Nice going.
Yeah.
She goes.
I love
Nice
catching
job,
big
Captain.
muskies.
Nice fish. You know, another interesting part of that are these baits, in my opinion. You know, most people would say the baits we're using are relatively small, but it's the answer.
Well, you got to match the hatch, and on Green Bay, our shad are small. This is the exact sizes of most of our shad population in Green Bay, and you got to run the baits that match the hatch.
Are those shad moving in here? Is that the deal, or?
Those shad are just on the move. On the fall, they'll start a transition from north to south to the southern bay in the shallow, warmer water. We got the Fox River coming out. It's always a great spot for catching a lot of muskies in the fall.
So you do much zigzag trolling, or?
Yeah, not a lot. I like to run pretty straight. Fish, 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 fish! Oh, jeez. Got him?
I got it.
Oh, hammering.
It is.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a heavy fish, man. Feels like it.
It's a big one, man. Oh, look at him.
Shark behind that board. Oh,
Oh, that's a huge fish. It's all of 50. Oh,
coming in. Nice job, buddy.
oh yes.
Nice fish, man.
Oh,
That is awesome.
man.
Look at that porker. Let it reach in there. I'll grab that fish.
Oh, my heart is pounding. That's a 40 plus pounder.
Oh, look at that. You want to talk about trolling up some monsters, huh?
That
This is the deal, buddy.
That's a pig, man. That's a 51-inch fish.
that-
It's a giant.
Is that a giant muskie?
Oh, look at the girth on that too. We got huge girths in Green Bay here.
Well, you got this dialed in. You're talking match the hatch, hit it at the right time, and trolling up some brutes.
Oh yeah, what a blast.
Oh.